Hi Crocker, it's Jordana with HTV.
And it's Sam. Let's go over to our top story.
Today is April 22nd. To start off the show, we got some HTV at home clips to show you today. Thanks to the students of leadership for submitting these videos.
Hi Crocker! One thing I've been doing to stay busy during remote learning is taking my dog on walks around the neighborhood. So today I'm going to take you guys with me. So here we are at West School, and we're going to go play fetch on the field.
It's hard for me to say you love.
Well, that's all for me, Crocker. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Matheus Kim, and this is Street Shots during quarantine.
Hey Crocker Squad, this is Dragon with a short message. In these tough times of online learning, remember to keep up with your work, have fun, and stay safe out there.
So, for my video, I'm going to be talking about some good movies to watch during quarantine. All of these movies are on Netflix, and these are some of my favorites. There's some good movies to watch. I would recommend that you watch them. So first, I'm going to be talking about the movie Click. This is an Adam Sandler movie. It's funny. Like, all Adam Sandlers are pretty funny. It's about how he gets this remote that controls the world. He can like fast forward and rewind and stuff, and it's really funny. So next, we're gonna be talking about the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Most people have probably seen this. This is a really funny one. It's about how Ferris Bueller they ditch school and they go do a bunch of fun stuff in the city, and it's really funny. That's a very popular movie. This is a series. Another good funny movie is Austin Powers. So there's a couple movies. This is really funny. This is a really funny movie. Austin Powers is a secret agent, and he's really funny, and he has to defeat the whole bad guy with this whole mini-me, and it's really funny how he defeats the whole bad guy.
And let's go to Sam for the views.
Earth Day is today. 50 years ago today, on April 22nd, 1970, people from all over the world spoke out to raise awareness to protect the beautiful planet we live on. Now, more than ever, we need to be aware of what is happening on Earth. From climate change, drastic weather patterns, drought, fires, to recycling and trash issues. We all need to act now to make sure we have a healthy Earth to live on in the future. There are many activities going on today. Check them out online by going to www.earthday.org. And in honor of Earth Day, we have the Ikebana Challenge. Yesterday, you saw a clip from Mr. Painter in Japan. Today, we have Ms. Alec showing us her very own Ikebana creation. And you can send them in.
Good afternoon, Crocker. I am in my backyard on a lovely Saturday afternoon. Earth Day is on Wednesday, and in honor of that, I wanted to share with you an ancient art form which is called Ikebana, which is about arranging materials in a architectural art form where you're using the materials from different places and placing them in different spaces in order to create a sense of calm and hope and happiness. So that is some of the things about that. This is an ancient form of art that some people go to school for years to learn how to do this properly. I've never been to school for it. My mother went and did a bunch of things. And in fact, most of the materials that I'm using today are actually from my great-grandmother. So these things are called, I don't remember the name in Japanese. They're called frogs. They're weighted and they have a base on them so that when you're trying to build something, say tall, you have something weighted. And this is similar to a frog. It's open, so it fits into different spaces. Now you can choose any container you want. Kind of the rule of thumb is that your pieces are going to be at least 2 times as wide as your opening, so that they're as tall, so that you're getting the sense of the space. So that you can also have a tall vase with something out of it. What's really fun is I walked around my yard this afternoon and picked a bunch of flowers and some things that are just growing in my yard to play with, so to speak. And please ask your parents before you go off and do this. I'd love to see your creations. You can have maybe a challenge of ikebana. I also have one of my favorite plants is called Elbuten is the name. It is a red lantern plant. It's quite beautiful. The thing is that most of them face downward because they're lanterns. However, I'm going to try and use them in this. The other key for the space is picking your pieces and how many do you want. And the rule of thumb is you can have 1, 3, 5. You go more than 5 and you're going into 7, which is a lot to manage to try and work with the space and the height and also the depth of the arrangement, because you don't want to just think singularly. As you can see, this one that I've started working on here has got some nice height to it. So I measured. What I'm using is actually one of my ceramic pieces from college. That's one of my favorites. It's a low bowl. So I took some oak leaves from the base of a tree. So I thought they're quite beautiful with the light green. And as you can see how tall this is. So I measured it by looking at the base of this bowl, and it's about 2.5 times the height, but I don't want it to interfere with this piece right here, because you want the one to be the centerpiece, and you also want to think about which direction it's going. So I might take this piece out that I have already put in here, and you can put it in, and you want to look at how does it bend, how does it grow, and maybe I want to have it quite at an angle off my base. But I'm going to also put all the pieces on a single center line in here, and you can use other things besides if you don't have a frog. I also have something called Oasis, which is a green smushy material. I can show you that. And then I have this really funky, this is, oh God, what's the name of this plant? I can't remember. It's growing in the front yard, so I just went and grabbed one of them there. This is the blossom of it. It's actually green. And as you can see, way lower here, lower down, but it's all in the same line. Then I'm going to take this piece, which I want to put in there, but I think I need to cut it shorter, and I also want to think about the space that this is taking up. Not just the vertical space, but the width of this piece. So you can see right now, I'll turn it towards the camera. You can kind of see how the lower piece is really kind of hanging down a little bit. So I have a nice flow this way and upwards. So now I want to kind of go out with it. So I'm going to take my piece, and I'm going to take this and I want to cut this a little bit. Remember, you can't put it back on, especially when you're talking about a plant, but you can take little bits off. So I'm going to cut it a little bit more because I think I want it at this angle. You have to have good sharp scissors or shears. I'm actually using just garden shears. They're actually special ikebana, they call them scissors or shears. So I want this to go at an angle here. I'm trying to move this back a little bit just so you guys can see. So I'm going to think about how do I want this to interact with my tall piece. So I'm going to turn this actually so it kind of faces upwards and outwards, which is not the easiest thing to do. And I'm putting it right in between the two pieces. I'm kind of smushing it in there, holding my frog so it doesn't go flying, and I can kind of bend it out a little bit. So now I have kind of, and I'll show you the arrangement so far with the red, and you can see that this is kind of off. The other thing that I have in my front yard are something called camellias, which you might have in your yards blooming right now. Something fun to try. So I think I need to make those a little bit taller, or if I don't want to use one of my taller ones, which I actually have a nice tall one here, I can maybe put that in between these two pieces to put the red. I want that blossom to face upwards if possible, and look at the face and see, I really would like this part of the face facing forward. So I'm going to set my camera down here so you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this right in between these two. I have been playing with the piece for a while now, and I'm pretty happy with the height and the way that it is arranged at this point. Given the materials that I had to work with and trying to use them, I really like the color a lot, and I will probably place this somewhere inside my house to enjoy. It's meant to be viewed from this side. What I hope is that you all go out and maybe do something with your parents or someone, maybe a brother or a sister or someone in your household. and enjoy. See what you guys create. Please post and share with us. We'd love to see what you do.
We finally have the results of our first Crocker Trivia Challenge. Congratulations to 7th grader Olivia Z for scoring the most points. She wins a $10 Amazon gift card. For anyone interested, the answers have been added to the question page link on Mr. McKenzie's website. Stay tuned for more challenges over the next couple of months.
Here's some of the trivia questions that Olivia and others have answered. Name all the rides and attractions in Disneyland that have the word mountain stated in their official name. And the answer is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Space Mountain, and Splash Mountain. The next question is, what is the official name of the most recently opened land at Disneyland? And the answer is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Miss Fairchild is collecting items for local shelters, such as masks you can make. Donate items at the box by the office at Crocker, and she will pick them up. Do you have a 3D printer? Would you like to help the Bay Area health workers who are battling COVID-19? If you have a 3D printer and like to help, email Mr. Hager, and he will set you up and tell you how you can help Mr. Hager and Mr. Bounds print face shields. Thank you.
Check your email for another cute and cuter. This week, the theme is lazy. We will give you the results on Thursday. And let's take it over to selfies for the day.
Hey Crocker, this is Drake and I have the selfies for today. I'm teaming up with George and asking for Crocker Gear selfies. And now for the number one selfie, HTV's very own Hem. He's wearing one of his Crocker sweatshirts and he is in the lead with 1,000 points. Wow. If you want to take Hem's place, submit your selfies in the HTV website.
Here's another sports segment with Matt. Take it away.
Hey Crocker, it's Matt, and I'll be bringing you another episode of sports for this week. This week I'm going to be talking about the new documentary that just came out last Sunday, The Last Dance. The documentary features Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls basketball team. It specifically looks at their 1997 through 1998 season, where the team won its 6th NBA Finals. It also looks at other seasons during the Michael Jordan era, but not like they do the 1997 through 1998 one. The documentary lasts over a span of 5 weeks, and it brings 2 episodes every week, and each episode is about an hour long. Supposedly, there's a lot of information and video footage that has not been leaked or ever shown. So stay tuned. That's all for me. See ya.
Here's today's segment of Bad Jokes with Sabrina. Enjoy.
Hey Crocker, it's Sabrina with your bad joke for the day. Today's bad joke is, why did the can crusher quit his job? He quit his job because it was so depressing. Well, that's all from me, Crocker. Make sure to send in your bad jokes to the HTV email. Let's take it back over to our anchors.
It's Sam
And Jordana.
signing off.
Have a great day, Crocker. Bye.